guys, I'm back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with some more Higehiro. Well, yeah, this show is very much interesting, like I said. Now again, I gotta give credit. Great episode today. Great episode. Definitely liked this episode a lot. Definitely hit the feels in a way for my boy Yoshida, essentially kind of getting rejected twice by the same girl. But I definitely am liking this dynamic between him and Sayu. Very much a great father like daughter type of relationship here, which they might end up turning into a relationship. Personally, I don't mind a relationship between the two, but I'd rather just have the father-daughter dynamic because he's like a parent to a daughter, and I do like it a lot. But this is episode 2 of Higehiro. Again, I thought it was another solid episode today. I liked the first one because I was interested to see where this was going. This episode, you know, I like where this episode's going. And essentially the episode kind of starts off with them in the mall, just, you know, we have our boy Yoshida buying some more things for Sayu to make her feel more comfortable, more at herself. And we see them pass by this, you know, cell phone store, and he's like, you want a cell phone and stuff like that? And she's like, nah, I'm good, and stuff like that. And he kind of brings up the fact that, you know, that she's kind of forcing a smile and everything. And when they get back to their house, you know, he kind of passes by, and when it looks like she's about to say something, she kind of just puts on that fake smile again, and he's like, yo, stop putting on this fake smile and stop lying to me. If there's something going on where you're not feeling like yourself, please tell me. Like, don't try to hide it with a smile. Which is very much good advice, you know? There's a lot of people out there, you know, where do you go to school, you know? Again, it's a personal type of thing, which, again, I'm very interested to find out Sayu's personal past for backstory and stuff like that, but it's a real life element. Sometimes you can go to school and see one of your friends, you might not know what's going on in their personal life, and they might just be like, hey guys, what's up, you know, just putting on a smile, and internally, if they're thinking, they might not be good, you know, at all. They might be having some drama in their personal life and stuff like that. And after he kind of tells Sayu that, Sayu asks him the question, like, why are you so nice to me? You know, because everyone else that's, you know, I've been with, you know, has never been this nice to me and stuff like that. And essentially it's like, well, what else do you expect me to do? I opened you into my house. You know, why would I not be respectful? Why would I not be kind? Which again, I said Yoshida, he's a Chad. That guy is respectful. I like his character. I definitely like him and stuff like that. They have a talk, they give the fact that, Sayu gives the fact that, you know, that no one has given her this much freedom as Yoshida has, and, what she wants Yoshida to eventually think at one point is that she wants Yoshida to be glad that she came to stay with him, essentially, which I think was a nice, sweet thing on her point to say. She also does mention, because Yoshida's like, well, yeah, but please cut out the smiling thing. And she's like, well, okay, I will try my hardest, but it's going to be but since it's a habit of mine, it's going to be hard to get, you know, to lose that. And I'm like, this girl's been putting on a fake smile for how many years? And this is where it's become a habit for her to do it. My goodness, I feel so bad for this girl. And stuff like that, which again, I'm liking Sayu's character. Especially in this episode. If you consider Sayu best girl, I don't blame you. This episode kind of made her best girl, especially when we get to the end of the episode. As I drink my water. Now, we meet another new girl, which we actually get the opening, and we see that there's gonna be like multiple girls in this series. But we see a new girl that works at our boy Yoshida's, you know, job, and it's this girl named Mishima. And essentially, Mishima's, like, I guess you can say, an apprentice to Yoshida, where Yoshida kind of shows her the ropes and makes sure she's, you know, staying up top on her work and not doing anything that she's not supposed to be doing and stuff like that. And essentially, you know, we see Yoshida and her work on this project together, We see that Mishima has a problem being focused a lot. Like, I guess you can say she's very stubborn, very hyperactive. She just fidgets around a lot and stuff like that. So I'm guessing she's very young, and she's probably like one of the people that came out of college just now into the job world, I'm guessing. Now she also does make a mention that Yoshida is nice. Again, another girl comments that he's nice and stuff like that. And we get, you know, a scene between the two where she's kind of like flirting with him, but that's when, you know, Yoshida's like, okay, what are you asking me about and stuff like that? Because the one thing about this episode is Mishima asked Yoshida, like, you look different. Like, are you dating somebody? And essentially he's like, no, I'm not dating anybody. I'm single and stuff like that. And that's when he kind of tells her, like, okay, look, long story short, I got rejected by Gotou. And, you know, she's like, oh, okay, you got rejected by Gotou. Yeah, anyways, you know, the conversation ends up like, hey, you know, we should have a drink sometime. And I'm like, yeah, she's definitely hitting on you, my guy. Anyways, what happens next up, because he kind of was late to getting home and kind of made Sayu kind of a little bit upset of the fact that he didn't get to try her dinner and stuff like that, which I thought was sweet and adorable. You know, it's like a daughter cooking for her dad and been like, you weren't here to try out my thing. So I thought that was cute. We also see Yoshida think about getting Sayu a phone, so he ends up going to this phone store to buy her a phone, and his friend's there, and essentially his friend's like, you know, why should it care about, you know, what you get her, what type of, you know, phone you get her and stuff like that. And he's like, Yoshida's like, but isn't that what all teenagers think about, like what types of things that they want? And he's not wrong. You know, I remember when I was a teenager, I kind of wanted some specific things to a case. But at the end of the day, I didn't really care what I got. If I got what I really wanted, then hey, I'll take it. It's better than nothing. So his friend actually makes kind of a interesting point. He's like, look, dude, that's fine and all, but just make sure you don't get too attached to her where, you know, she eventually gets so attached she starts to like you in a way, or she starts to fall in love with you, or hell, you get too attached where you end up falling in love with her. And it's funny because he kind of gets a comment, he's like, dude, stop being an idiot. That's not happening because I don't see her like that. And two, I only got like older women with big tits, which I literally was laughing my ass off. I was like, this man is freaking crazy. I'm like, this guy, all he cares about is just having a good looking lady with some big boobs. That's okay, fine. Hey, what guy wouldn't? Unless, you know, I'm not gonna judge you if you're into, you know, girls that don't have big boobs. Firstly, with me, if it's a girl you want to like, I say like the girl for the personality and their honesty and their true trustworthiness. If they're willing to have all those personalities within it instead of being some sort of stuck-up type of girl that's gonna just stab you in the back and maybe cheat on you, then trust me. And stuff like that, which, sadly enough, girls like that are hard to find nowadays. So he ends up getting her a phone with the case and stuff like that. Now, we see that Gotou asks Yoshida, they're like, hey, can we talk later? And we see them actually going out again. And I'm just watching the episode, I'm like, hold up. This girl literally rejected you in the same place, the same restaurant you're eating at, and you're eating at with her again. Why? His friend earlier is like, look, if she rejects you again, just move on, which honestly, I'm at this point, I'm like, dude, just move on from her and stuff like that. So one, we actually find this man, Yoshida, he cannot get his eyes off Gotou's chest. Now, again, I don't blame him. If you're gonna have a girl actively have, I guess you could say, her cleavage showing, it's gonna be hard not to look, especially if it's very obvious that it's just sticking out there. She definitely could have wore her jacket. She's drinking and stuff like that, and they're just eating in the same place. Two, we find out that Gotou's actually his boss, and I'm like, My God, what type of balls you got to have if you see, you know, a very attractive, sexy girl, and the fact is, she's your boss, and you're gonna try to hit on her and try to go out with her? That takes all sorts of balls for a man to pull, because trust and believe, in the workplace, you know, technically, you're supposed to keep that type of personal lifestyle, like, strictly personal between each other. Heck, you know, I'm not trying to say that it's a taboo, but you would think in a professional work, you know, place, you would not be hooking up with your boss if it's a girl or a guy in this case. Honestly, I find it kind of weird, but hey, if you know you're into it, it's fine. Just make sure you're professional during work hours and stuff like that. But I'm like, oh, so she's his boss and this man was trying to hit on her? I guess maybe it's a way to lock up your job security. But okay. And you know, you kind of just, and at the same time we see Yoshida like, why did she ask me out here? She rejected me once. Why is she asking me out to dinner again? And that's when essentially Gotou's like, okay, how about we play a game? You know, you can ask me whatever you want and stuff like that. And I'm like, so what is this, 20 questions? Funny. So he first kind of asked her, like, why did you freaking invite me here after you rejected me? I told you that I like you, I have feelings for you and stuff like that. Like, you're my boss, and I took a lot of courage to ask you out and say that, look, I have feelings with you, I want to go out with you. And you just rejected me straight on there. And essentially we kind of get Gotou's reply. Essentially we kind of see, because too, we also see a little bit of kind of panel of her looking earlier at our boy Yoshida, because we see Mishima talked to him early in the episode at the time, and we saw Gotou's reaction to it, where she's like, so anyways, she just kind of is like, oh, well, I just kind of asked you here so I can ask you this question. Are you dating somebody? And he's like, no, I'm not dating anybody. And, you know, she's like, but you and Mishima are pretty close, and, you know, your shirts are always ironed, you shave, you know, you make yourself look presentable and nice and everything. You seem like you got your life together after I rejected you and everything. Excuse me for that. And he's like, no, me and Mishima are not an item. We're not dating. I just know how to get over it and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, and now I'm watching this, I'm like, yeah, I think the whole aspect of the whole thing she said last week of her in another relationship with a dude is 100% false. So that's one thing. Second, she's jealous as shit. I know she's jealous as shit because she sees another girl freaking already trying to get on my boy Yoshida's you know what. And she's watching this. And listen, I can't say this for women. If you're a girl checking this video out, please put it in the comment. Please put in the comment section your thoughts. But hey, if a guy, you know, asks you out and then you reject them only to see another girl go after them, they seem like the guy's doing fine. Technically, some girls will get jealous and be like, why is he not like in some sort of thing, some sort of fit where he's just so sad and depressed and he's not simping over me anymore and he's already moving on to the next girl. Which is kind of, I'm guessing is how some women feel, because hey, I guess in their shoes it'd be like, this man was simping for me for a period of time. He finally confessed to me. I turned him down for the fun of it. And lo and behold, he looks like he's got his life together even better than I thought he would be. So one, I'm calling Gotou a straight up, you know what, an itch for doing that to my boy Yoshida, trying to get a reaction, trying to play him. And again, she's starting to give me, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, Gotou is giving me mommy vibes. And if you watch the show Rent a Girlfriend, which was in summer of 2020, which is a very great show. Please watch Rent a Girlfriend if you haven't checked it out. That show is I would say that show is an underrated rom-com of a show. right there. But I'm like, Gotou's giving me bitchy mommy vibes where she's just messing with our boy Yoshida. She knows Yoshida likes him, and she's just gonna keep messing with his feelings and messing with emotions, thinking that, guess what, if I got him right where I want him, I can make him fall for me again, only to turn him down again. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like you. Like, you're clear, like, and then too, it's like you're clearly showing off your cleavage and everything. You know he's looking at you like this. You know he likes you, and you're just messing with his damn emotions like this. And we can see that she's clearly just jealous. Now, she could be legit 100% jealous, but at the same time, she could be jealous in the fact that I kind of want to make him my puppet, string him along, and stuff like that. And again, like I said, she looks like the type of character that would do that. She's giving me those mommy vibes. I do not like the character mommy from Rent-A-Girlfriend, and I do not like girl characters that like to play and string along our main male character in these rom-com shows, made it think that, oh, you're gonna get the girl and only to get rejected. So, you know, she kind of says, look, if you think like I'm doing this because I like you or anything, you don't get nothing straight. You know, I'm still keeping the same feelings. And he's kind of bummed and stuff like that. He gets to be granted one more question from her and essentially kind of ask her what her boob cup size was. And we find out her boob cup size is I. And I'm like, okay, man of culture is actively asking a woman what her boob size is. Or what her cup size is. Okay. Yeah. You can clearly, and she wasn't affected at all. She was like, I. And I'm like, this bitch is playing with him. She's playing with his emotions. We'll have to watch this whole Gotou thing go on forward because I think she's literally playing with my man's emotions and I don't like it. Honestly, if that's the case, she's already dead last in terms of characters I like. So, yeah. Anyways, he goes back. Yoshida goes back home. He's obviously we know he's kind of depressed about it and stuff like that. And we see Sayu like, you don't look too happy. And essentially that's when he kind of just says like, yeah, I kind of went out with Gotou and kind of got, I guess, rejected again, essentially. And she's like, but he goes on to say like, but I'm fine, it's okay. But he's like, or Sayu's like, don't you want a hug or something like that? And essentially he's like, dude, I don't need a hug. But Sayu, with the sweet adorableness of her, she hugs him instead, despite what he says. And it makes him feel good because eventually it gets to the point where she's like, you stink, go take a bath. And I'm like, damn, okay. And he goes to take a bath and he's just sitting in the bath just like, damn, man, why did the teenage girl make me feel better? And I'm like, hey, buddy, listen, if you get hurt, a hug will always help. And I did like that, which again, like I said, that kind of makes Sayu best girl right there. With the fact that he was there for her. She was there for him in, I guess, one of his lowest moments. And she gave him a nice hug because, hey, if you get rejected, a hug might change. Might change some things and make you feel better. He ends up giving her the phone. She's happy that she got the phone from him and stuff like that. Like, she likes the case. Like, she's like, oh, white's my favorite color and stuff like that. And she's very appreciative of the phone, which I do like that, you know, she's very appreciative. She's not like, I guess you can say hard-headed or kind of selfish and like, you could have got me something better. She's appreciative of what she's getting. Because I think it's because Yoshida's opening up to her and being kind to her. And it seems, like I said, in the past, there must have been people that have not treated her rightly. Like, her parents must have treated her like, honestly, poop, essentially. And again, you know, the episode kind of ends off with Yoshida kind of wondering what the hell her story is about and stuff like that. And then she kind of also gives this interesting smile, and he's like, why did you give me that pretty sexy smile? And I'm like, my boy, please do not fall for her. I want you to keep the dad-daughter element, but I know it might go the direction of a relationship. But anyways, that's kind of where the episode ends off. And yeah, now I don't know about that next title screen, the next episode title screen, because it had a bra and panties, and I'm like, what is going on here? And it said, and I think the title of the episode for next week is like living together. And I'm like, why am I seeing that on my screen? No clue. But okay. Are we getting freaky next week? Are we gonna get freaky next week? I don't want to. But this show is so funny. This show is so good. So that's why I'm getting all these damn reactions. Anyway, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys liked the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode. What were your thoughts on that episode, that next episode title screen? I swear, I saw that, I was like, why am I seeing bras and panties on somebody's bed sheets? Why? I don't need to see this. Are we getting freaky next week? Is Yoshida getting freaky with somebody? God help me. This show is about to have me feel all sorts of something ways. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts. If you want to get more anime reviews for Higehiro or any other anime review to the channel, again, please hit that red subscribe button and you'll get any upload I make to the channel. As if you do subscribe, please hit that notification bell icon so you know whenever I upload to the channel and you get it to your inbox so you know, oh, Canfrey 15 finally uploaded a new Higehiro episode. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there. Hopefully you guys are wearing your masks, yada yada. Stay safe. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next Higehiro video or on the next video in, I guess, the coming days. So then, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.